Ceres CEO and President, Mindy S. Lubber.
Great to be here and to see your faces. Good morning, everyone. Being together makes a huge difference. We're going to talk about climate change, which you're hearing a lot of. We all know that climate change is one of the most existential threats facing our global society today. We need bold, not modest, but bold and immediate. Timing matters. It cannot move slow. We need bold and immediate action from our world leaders, from policymakers, regulators, investors, and companies alike if we're to avert the most catastrophic impacts of the climate crisis. The unfortunate reality is that these impacts will continue to affect communities of color and marginalized populations the most, those most underserved by our economic justice system, resulting in unjust and inequitable consequences. Our job is not only to solve climate, but to do so by advancing a just and an equitable set of climate solutions for our most vulnerable communities, and that has been part of the mission of Ceres of integrating sustainability into capital markets for decades. It is clear accomplishing this mission cannot be done alone, not by outsiders, insiders. We need governments to create enabling climate policies that will be essential if we're going to have a clean energy transition. We need those policies here and abroad. And businesses, starting with multinationals, the largest players, must make the right investments and take the right positions to achieve the solutions we need and the shift in our supply chain. I could say without question, tackling the climate crisis will require the ultimate public-private partnership and collective action from absolutely each and every one of us and each enterprise, company, business we work with. Companies like Citi are working with us to build a movement for ambitious and for collective climate action that is both responsible, fast-moving, and inclusive. We know that the net zero transition will look different for the developing countries, where there may be limited access right now to energy and to resources. We must come together around the world and meet their current social and economic needs without exacerbating existing inequalities. We also know that addressing climate change and economic inclusion do not have to be at odds with each other. That is an old myth to be put to bed. In fact, solving the climate crisis can and will be a driver of economic prosperity here and in the developing world. It will take all of us. Together, we must continue to innovate and to build a more sustainable future. Not only do the most vulnerable among us depend on it, but I will say as a mother of kids who are no longer kids, they were 27 and 31, we would throw ourselves in front of a bus if that bus were coming at our kids. This bus is coming at our kids. It is up to every single one of us to work on the solutions and find a way to deal with the catastrophic impacts of climate change. And with all of you here doing just that, I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you so much.